Hi folks, Chuck Etheridge here. Just want to talk to you about how to format the field guide for your 3301 class. Okay, now if this is review for you, I apologize, you don't have to look at it, but I realize that they're not teaching some document design stuff in Word in high school, so if you didn't know how to do this, this is a how-to video. So I'm looking at the sample. Remember, what we've got to do is we've got to recreate this without just copying and pasting. So first thing I'm going to create a new document. I'm in Word, so I'll click on File, New, and I create a new document. And the first thing I notice is, oh, wait a minute, this is up and down, and the other one is sideways. So what I do is I go into Layout, and I click on Orientation, and I change it to Landscape. And essentially what that does is that just changes the piece of paper like this to this on the screen. It's a pretty straightforward process. Then I've got to create a table. So I look at this, and I'm just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In this case, I've got 12 rows, which are the side-to-side things, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So I've got 12 rows and 8 columns. So I'll go into my thing, I'm going to insert a table. I'm going to make my own table, so I'll insert a table, and I wanted 8 columns and 12 rows, right? Okay, now I don't want fixed column width, and the reason being is that if you look at this, it's got, the columns are varying width depending on how wide it is, so I want to auto fit to contents. So I'll click on that, and now I have this, which is sort of a wee bit of a mess. So I've got these categories. I've got these categories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got category, document, audience. So I'm going to go ahead and type these in here. In the second line, category, document, audience. Okay, then my next 3 categories are purpose, medium, and document features. Purpose, medium, and you notice I'm just tabbing in between columns, medium and document features. Okay, and then my last 2 columns are unethical actions and textbook reference. Okay, so unethical actions and textbook reference. Okay, now so this is still smaller than the original. So, and this is going to vary a little bit based on what we come up with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this all the way so it goes about to this side of the page. So I'm going to adjust my margins just a little bit, because textbook reference, unethical actions was a pretty long column, and document features was a long column as well. Textbook reference is just page number, so you don't need that. Unethical actions, document features. Now, medium is going to be small. And again, there are probably other ways to do this, but medium is just going to be paper or print. So purpose is going to need some more. And basically what I'm just going to do is I will adjust this based on the content as it comes in. and it's going to vary a little bit. So, all right, so far so good. Just in terms of spacing, you've got, so I notice that this original has a space before and a space after. So I can do that. I can do that. Just what I'm doing is I'm putting my cursor over it, clicking on return. Clicking on return. I'm not going to go through and do this entire thing for you, but you sort of get a sense of how to do this. Now in the original, we've got some colored ink. You don't have to use that colored ink, but it's italicized and bolded, which I think is helpful as well. So italicizing and bolding, what that does is italicizing and bolding, it just gives it a little bit of emphasis. Now we have this big column in the top as well. And we want to make it pretty big. But we notice here we've got, it's all one block. And here it's a bunch of different blocks. So the way we fix this is we go highlight this entire row, we right click on the mouse, and you click on merge cells, and you notice what does it do? It makes it all one thing. Now we're going to leave some space because it's going to vary based on what the categories are. Now all I'm doing is adding a little bit of space in each column as well, and I'm just going to adjust this a little bit and adjust these down a little bit as well. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do that, and as I type in my document, this is going to fill up as well. Now, so far so good. What do we have? So now we've got, we've created the outline. So what else do we have to do? Maybe we want to add colors. So this one did yellow and blue. You can do whatever colors you want. So I'm going to get over here. I'm going to highlight this section here, just a section. I'm going to get to where, I'm going to click to where it says design, and on shading I'm just going to pick a color. I'm going to use this color. It could be whatever color you want, and you can use what colors that you like, but remember you have to be able to read the writing through this. Now remember, this is called a Professional Surveyor's Communication Guide, so we would want to probably center this, maybe make the font a little bit bigger, maybe italicize and bold it. My career name writing guide, or however you want to do it. You might want to make it all bold, you might want to make it a little bit bigger. I would make it a little bit bigger so the title is clear. Alright, so what have we done? We've done colors, we've done that color, we've done some of that. So we want this to be colors as well. We want these to, we want these to be colors, and these to be colors, and then we have these subcategories as well. So we'll go back here and we'll pick another color for this section. And remember, where do we go? Design, shading. Let's pick a different color. Now I realize I'm picking the same colors they did before, and it doesn't have to be those colors as well. You can do something else, and then we'll merge these, and we'll give shading, and we'll give that those colors as well. Now remember, you've also got categories. So let's just say the first category 1 is going to be 3 kinds of documents. So remember, we merge cells. Okay, we probably don't want to lose the spacing on that. So we'll make sure that's spaced as well. Let's say category 2 is going to be 4 kinds of writing. And we're going to right click and merge cells. And again, just going to keep the spacing intact. The spacing is going to vary based on how you do, and this would be 3 cells, this kind of writing as well, merge cells as well. Okay, and then whatever your writing is, again, remember, you want things centered and easy to read, so category 1, category 2, and then category 3, and we'll bold and italicize those as well. Now, this is taking shape overall. Now you also notice a couple of other things that this has these separate boxes around the major sections as well. So there's a big box around proposals, big box around internal documents, big box around external documents as well. So how do we do that? Well, this is one section as well. And you get on layout, design, I apologize, border styles, and you click on borders, and you want outside border. Well, border styles, you also need to pick how thick you want your border. So let's make your border that, and then click on outside borders. So, and maybe you didn't want to go that thick. Maybe you want to go to 1.5 pen. As well. Alright, so then that's one. Okay, so then your next shoot. I don't know how we wound up with that pen, but anyway. So click on border style as well, and turn off this stupid pen. Don't know how I got into that, but I did. So let's go back. Our next section is going to be these categories. So again, border styles. We want point F. We've got this point F pen borders. Outside border as well. Next one is category 1. Highlight the whole thing. Borders. Outside borders. Category 2. Highlight the whole thing. This one was 4. And again, it's going to vary depending on what you're doing as well. Outside borders. In category 3. Outside borders as well. Now, a couple of other things you'll notice that the author of this first document used pictures to illustrate things. So if I was going to say do technical writing again, which is one of the things that I would do. Technical writing is so one of the things I write is reports. So maybe I would get on the internet and I come over here and I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to do all of this, clip art or pictures or illustrations of technical writing report. Let's see if I can get anything. Well, I might use this. I kind of like that guy. He's a redhead. I was a redhead when I was younger. So save image as, and I'll save it to pictures and I'll call it report. Okay. So then I want to insert a picture. Insert. So I'm sorry, click here, insert picture, and it's going to go to my pictures, and I'm going to type in a report, and that'll come out, and it's going to probably be huge and make a mess, right? Yeah, so what do I want to do? I want to shrink this so it's about the right size, and maybe I want to make it small. As well, or maybe move it down here. And you don't have to do these as well, but again, sometimes it helps to make things go visually as well. Now, the last thing that they do here as you'll notice, there is this little image at the very end which is sort of ghosted behind everything. That's called a watermark. If you want to do a watermark, if you want to have graphics and watermarks, then here's how you would do a watermark. Okay. Now, obviously I need to find a graphic that I want to use, so I get back in the internet and, ooh, where were some of those? Were any of those good? Let's just say I want to do something simple that wouldn't be too distracting. So I'll click on that. Maybe I'll save that image as, let's call it TechWriter. Okay, so let's experiment a little bit. I'll go and let's do watermark. Over here I'm in the design tab, watermark. I'll do a custom watermark, picture watermark, okay, select picture, from a file, pictures, TechWriter, insert that, and apply and see how that comes out. Okay. And I could, let's make it 50% and see how it goes. Ah, well, it's too small. So I'm going to do it again. I probably could reverse that. But custom watermark, picture watermark, select picture, from file, TechWriter, and let's make that, let's try about 150. Apply that. Are we okay with that? Yeah, I think that works pretty nicely. I could move it around, drag it around. But so far, so good. Anyway, you get the sense on how to do it, how to do the field ad. And again, as I said, this is a review for many of you all. If you all haven't learned this, then hopefully it's helpful. Hope things are going well. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.